I'm getting married. What do I know about him? What do I know about his finances? I need a team of experts.
We're your team of experts.
My boyfriend doesn't really like to talk about money. Should I push the issue or just let it go?
Push the issue. Trust me, biggest reason for divorce is because no one seems to understand that money's a big part of marriage. You want to make sure that you're talking about that before you get married. No surprises. You don't want to know he owes $50,000 in credit cards. You certainly don't want to know that he has alimony payments or something else that's coming up, because you want to be able to sit down and make a household budget. At least count on him having his share and you having your share. Always keep separate checking accounts too. One household account, great idea. That way you've got your PIN money, he's got his, and you're not in each other's pockets all the time.
We both own homes. Should we sell or rent the other one? And how do we choose which home we do this with?
That's an excellent question, and my name is Denise Ruiz, and I'm with Team Wilson at Century 21 Premier, and we can be your real estate experts. And I would suggest that you have us come out and evaluate both homes, and let's take a look at which one may have more equity, which one might be suitable for you to grow a family into if that's what your plans are down the road. And perhaps you might even look at selling, sell one, live in one, sell both, and then look at buying something that you together both pick out. And we can help you with every step of the way. We have experts in every area around the Middle Tennessee region, and we can help you evaluate your home, purchase your new home, and set you up to make sure that you're buying something that you can grow into as a family and enjoy for a very long time. And if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call anytime, and we look forward to working with you.
What should I do with our 401k? Should I put it in my name or both of our names? I'm not really sure how that works.
That's a great question. I'm Judd Pyatt. I work with New York Life as a financial services professional. And there's many options for what you can do with your 401k. The first thing that you may want to consider doing is, once you do get married, is change that beneficiary. That's something that should be top of mind for you. And as far as putting them in both names, that's not really something that you'd want to do. Keep it in both names as far as whoever it is, for the husband or for the wife, and that will do you well.
My boyfriend has a son by another woman. What role should I play since he will be spending time in our home?
Hi, I'm Carrie Valdez. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and a Love and Logic parent trainer. So I would like for you to consider if this is going to be a long-term relationship or not. You said that you're living together, but you need to be committed in the relationship, right? Because you're going to establish a relationship with this person's son. And you're also going to take on a parenting role. And do you want to have both of these roles? Do you want to be a parent, a step parent to this little boy, and do you want to be in this relationship for the long term? If the answer is no or questionable, then you might consider not getting too attached to this child, because that can cause a lot of heartache in the end on your part and for the child. The other thing is that you should let the dad do most of the parenting discipline stuff. You would sit back and just establish a relationship and a rapport with the child and support the dad in his parenting decisions.
I really don't have any assets besides my home. Is it necessary to have some sort of agreement before we get married?
Let me take that question. My name is Donna Green, and I am a family lawyer or a divorce lawyer with Green Family Law Office. And what it really seems to me that you're asking is whether or not a prenuptial agreement would be a good idea in your situation. And if we look at years past, we all know the stereotype of a prenuptial agreement is where we have a very wealthy man marrying a young gold digger. And in those situations, the man is trying to protect his assets from the young woman. But in today's reality, there are a lot more applications to prenuptial agreements. And a very common scenario these days is your situation, where we have a middle-class couple who are marrying and they each own something. And it may be a home. It may be that one person in the marrying couple just has some assets, but maybe they have children from a previous marriage or otherwise. And what a prenuptial agreement does, it does not necessarily exclude one person from receiving assets in the event of a divorce. All it does is it really pre-negotiates the terms of a divorce. And so where people have a misconception that a prenuptial agreement is intended to prevent one person from receiving assets, that really isn't the case anymore. In your situation, you may want one to protect your home in the event of a divorce, and your fiance may want one to protect certain things that he may want his son to receive in the event that you two ever divorced in the future.
What kind of insurance should we have as a married couple versus a single?
You know, that's something that a lot of couples don't think about. I'm Jerry Maynard with New York Life, and the amount of, or the type of insurance versus the amount of insurance is what's important. So what I would recommend is that we'd sit down, do a quick financial analysis. We'd line up all your assets, we'd line up all your liabilities. We'd come up with a number to see what is the proper amount of protection for your family, and then we would talk about the different types of insurance and what best fits your budget, your family, and your needs. And then after we do all that, then the most important thing after that is that you go with a good company like New York Life, because you're starting out a new relationship with your future husband. You want to make sure you start out a relationship with an insurance company that's going to be around for an entire lifetime to help you, walk you through the process. And that would be my part as an agent, that we would meet every year and go over things, as insurance, investments, things like that, to make sure you're properly protected and that you're building a financial future.